Yep, so I just finished having another mental breakdown, and we're mangling the scalp. I want to share with you what I'm doing and be very transparent. It actually wasn't a full-on mental breakdown, it was just a cry session, but it was a rough one, and it lasted a little too long. I've been going through it, and something I wish I knew earlier about my hair loss was what Dr. Idris said about hitting it with everything but the kitchen sink and scaling back later. For example, do everything first and then take things away to see what's not working, whereas I've been going about this for like 3 years now, basically trying new things and seeing what does work, but my hair has kind of worked in some places and kind of not in others. So desperate times call for desperate measures, and I'm going to be microneedling my scalp now. Let me explain this because I'm also doing a bunch of other things which we're going to talk about, and I'm going to talk about all the things I'm doing for my hair loss, and why a guy on TikTok plus a dermatologist conversation inspired this. So let's start off with a disclaimer of you should probably not do this at home. Like, don't do this at home unless you have the medical training, unless you know about the difference between sanitation, sterilization, and cleaning. If you don't know the difference between those 3 words, do not microneedle at home ever. This guy on TikTok regrew his hair. I think you may have seen I did a video about the medical studies behind PRP and microneedling or microneedling with Minoxidil. What can I say? I'm desperate. So there are many medical studies that look at Minoxidil use on the scalp, which basically helps to keep the hair in the resting phase longer so it doesn't fall off. And a lot of people have seen way better results with microneedling plus Minoxidil. This has been medically studied, and this guy went viral online recently because he regrew his hair, and what can I say? Maybe I am unhinged, I want a piece of the action, I don't know. Well, I am a medical esthetician by trade. I do know and understand microneedling. I've done it professionally, and what I like is Secret by Cynosure. That's done with a doctor or a derm, huge big machine, and that is different cause it's microneedling plus radio frequency. There's also like Morpheus 8, but the whole thing is that I can't take that home. I can't take this large giant machine home and do this, nor do I don't think that would even be permitted, would it? Cause that would be I think that could be like medical malpractice. Like you can't do things at home. Okay, there are these at-home microneedling kits that some are a disaster, others are less of a disaster than others. I know how to use these. I'm medically trained to use these, and Dr. Muay Shah, he used this on his beard, and his beard was looking really good. This could be a very dumb decision, or this could be one of my best, but I wanted to share this transparently and authentically with you. This is something I'm trying. It could be a disaster, it could be fine, but it's something I'm going to do, and I'm going to track it. I'm going to share it with you. Is this stupid? Maybe, but this is what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is actually broken down into 3 different parts because again, she's kind of at the end of her rope, the end of the candle's burning at both ends, whatever those phrases are. She's kind of on the plank, and essentially I am doing serums, supplements, and tools, and I'm sharing everything I'm doing, everything all at once. I don't know if I see results, what's going to work and what's not, and then I'm going to slowly take things away and just see what happens because I'm tired, I'm sick, I'm fed up. I'm tired of pulling clumps of my hair out. It has gotten better since I restarted my iRestore helmet. This is basically a different one. I used to use the white one, and that was like 2 to 3 times every week. This one is every day, and I honestly, when I was going through it, you saw, I just stopped using this. I wasn't using this appropriately. I wasn't staying up to date with it, and since I started this again, my hair has been staying on my head. I'll actually show you, these are a little hair check and a little follicle update. This is where I'm at now, and I do have before and after pictures as well as blood work because it's important for me to monitor my vitamin D, my thyroid levels just to make sure that everything's okay. But these are the main areas of concern. I've also gone gray, lovely, and then I actually had a couple little bald patches back here. Yeah, it's definitely frustrating. Now I have spoken with doctors and derms about this. Part of this is probably stress-related, but there is another part of it that's not that I've been dealing with for a few years now, and it looks like what's called female pattern hair loss, which kind of happens in this little Christmas tree. So iRestore has definitely been the most expensive and the most effective thing that I've tried so far, but in addition to this, I want to combine other stuff because while I love this, I want everything. I don't want my hair back to where it used to be. Like, I want it even better than it used to be. My hair also used to grow really long, and it just doesn't grow as fast or as long anymore, and I do want to change that. So again, I'm microneedling, and I am tracking this the entire time. So I'm tracking my hair length and my hair growth. I'm taking before and after pictures, but I've also gone to some Korean hair loss clinics where they actually look at your scalp under a microscope and they're counting the follicles. And when I was in Korea, in before my life felt like before the telogen effluvium, the stress-based hair loss, I went and he had said that I'm probably missing about 30% of my hair density. And he was really great. He took a look at that. It was Lin Moon's spa, and it was a traditional Korean medical spa, and they gave me all of these nice products that I've been trying out, and they have a scalp exfoliator that is amazing. He custom blended like scalp medications for me, but literally later that month, and in July my entire life, life happened. Okay, that has definitely impacted my hair loss, caused diaphoresis, sweating, and I have thrown up because I can't handle my emotions, so love that for her. This Korean hair loss clinic was amazing, but I don't have access to that all the time. You see, I've been having a really hard time, including today, and some days are better than others, and this just might be my new normal, but if it is my new normal, I don't want this to be the new normal for my hair. So the way I'm tracking it is this Korean hair loss clinic that I hope to be able to go back to, or actually looking at my scalp under a microscope and taking photos. So I have quantitative data, right? Quantitative that I can see and measure against hair length, and then subjective, opinion-based stuff and photos. So that's how I'm tracking it. Now, what I'm doing for it is a totally different thing. Again, this Lin Moon Spa, they had these things that I took home with me, but I can't get those all the time. So there's supplements, there's serums, and there's tools that I am using. Again, this is the first, most important, and probably most expensive and most convenient one, but I will say that when I travel sometimes I kind of fall off this routine. The old one, I actually have it over here. You see how it has a bunch of scuffs on it. Suitcase, it got really banged around, and for such an expensive coveted device, I want to take care of these. Okay, this one does come with a carrying case. So if I'm going somewhere where I'm checking a bag, that's fine, or if I'm just visiting friends or family, that's fine, I can take it with me, but if I am actually traveling, this is a lot to bring, it's a large helmet, right? So this is something that I recently got. It's the Laura Ladora. This is not nearly as powerful as the iRestore, but this is basically an LED hairbrush, and for the days that I forget this, or for when I can't travel with this is going to be my little way of kind of sticking to my tool and device use. So, what is the difference between these? Well, number one is a hairbrush and one is a helmet. But this helmet is LED and laser. It's low-level laser therapy. It's going to stop when I pick it up, but it's amazing and scientifically backed, and doctors and derms and trichologists recommend it. And we know that LED can help the scalp. Well, this is a hairbrush that does have LED. I'll turn it on for you, but it also has these little serum pods that you can put in. So you see how it has the LED, but it also vibrates. Listen, it can actually stimulate circulation, and circulation can stimulate hair growth. Now I am hoping that I'll get to go in for scalp massages, but those are really expensive, and I don't know if my schedule will always align to do scalp massages. So if I can't do scalp massages, this is kind of like a scalp massage at home. And this right here is the Duo Pod. I think it's Ladora. I don't actually know, but this is a follicle boosting serum, and this little serum pod goes right inside, and this basically dispenses the serum into your hair as you're brushing it. So this is like a more inexpensive option that's really good for on the go for me, and the LED here, you see it's a little LED strip. It's definitely not the same as 500 diodes, but I think that it's the serum dispensing as well as the actual vibration and the combing of the scalp, that I am going to give a shot. These little serum pods specifically caught my attention, and they see, hang on, I can't get it out. Here we go. But these, you just open the back, you kind of pop them in, and it dispenses for you. I've heard really good things about this online. It's easy, travel-friendly. This is something that I'm going to be trying. Now, there are other serums as well, and again, I'm just hitting my hair with everything because that's what Dr. Idris recommended. That's what other derms have recommended, and I'd rather save the hair that I have and grow new hair as soon as possible as opposed to, spending another 3 years. I've been going through this for 3 years now, and I don't want to wait another 3 years just to kind of play around one by one and just hope something works. So this is the first serum and tool, but there's also other serums. So these are ones that I used in the past. This right here is from the Inky list. It's a salicylic acid exfoliating scalp treatment. I don't feel like this made much of a difference, so I'm probably not going to continue using this, but I do want to be upfront about what I've tried. I also tried this from The Ordinary, the multi-peptide serum for hair density. I just didn't see big results with this. I actually have a video where I was showing my before and afters. I don't even know if it got edited, which is a whole another, form of stress for me is, editing and kind of file management. It's rough. Okay, it's rough. But this is the multi-peptide serum for hair density. A lot of people have said this is amazing for them. Maybe I didn't use it for enough months. I just didn't see the biggest results. So I might retry outing this, or I might just say screw it. This was one of the more recent things that I did. This was just shoved in my face, and I saw amazing before and afters, and this is the Nioxin hair serum. This is okay, as you can see, I've used about half. It's alright. I like the spray. The spray is really easy to apply, and I feel like it's kind of been helping. They use this term called hair anchoring, which is not like a dermatology term, but there is some science behind the product and how it works. This formula basically binds to specific receptors in your scalp that are supposed to help keep your hair on your head longer through hair anchoring. I've really liked it, but I'm going to continue using it, and I might be switching things up. I might use the spray of this during the day, and then these are kind of the main hair serums that I think I'm going to be going for at night with again, the addition of this one every single day. So hopefully one of them works. These right here, Vegamour. I've been getting hit with so many ads for these. Can I please ask you a question? Before you watch any of my videos, do you ever get the ads for this brand? Like, is it just me? Like, do they know that I'm balding or is it everyone? This right here is from Vegamour. It's the Grow Hair Serum. I literally just got it. I finally caved. I'm going to do it. But this is probably the newest one that I'm most intrigued by that I will be giving a test. This is actually one that I've had for a while and didn't fully use. This is the Carefactor Skin for Hair. It's basically a peptide scalp solution. James Bartholomew is the guy who made this, and he made it to be as close to clinical as possible. Oh, I'm done with my iRestore, yay. This is what's used in hydrofacial scalp treatments, and the hydrofacial scalp treatments are amazing. And I will say again, like scalp massage or the Korean hair clinics or the hydrofacial, I'm going to try to go in for them, but I don't know how regular I'm going to be with them because they're not on my bathroom countertop that I can use every day, right? So I do plan to do those professional treatments, but I don't know how often. Maybe I'll keep a log of it and keep you updated and be like, oh, on the calendar, I did a scalp massage once a month or once a week. Oh my God, I would love to do one once a week. Right? Or, oh, I didn't do it at all because I was in bed crying all day. Whatever it is, I will keep you updated. But this Carefactor is what he created for the hydrofacial, and it's supposed to work really well. He does have a patent on it. It's supposed to be natural, soothing, and color safe. I don't color my hair, but with these grays, maybe I will start, but this is another one of those older ones that I'm kind of thinking of giving a better try. This, however, is the most new, literally brand new, that just came in the mail that I'm going to try for my scalp. So again, Vegamour, it's everywhere, everyone's talking about it, everyone's showing it. I feel like they have so many things as well. They've got eyelash serums, they've got scalp things, they have these which are part of the supplements that I will be taking. But these are the Grow gummies. These are basically just Biotin, but they're vegan, and they're little hearts, and they taste good. So I'm like, okay, but there's this lady with brown hair who's like, I regrow my hair, and I'm so happy. And I'm like, I want to be that happy, so I bought this stuff. I'm buying it and drying it to let you know if it works or not. Okay. Well, let's open this up. As far as those gummies go, these are really just a blend of vitamins, and then biotin. This does have vitamin D at 50%. It's also got vitamin A. What else is in here? Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, folate, all of your B vitamins. Basically, we have zinc, and it's vegan, a black carrot. Ooh, tasty. Oh, for color. Never mind. Anyways, I like these, but are they regrowing my hair? I don't know. I'm going to have to use them for a while, and this is not the supplement that I'm most excited about because I do have some other things that I'm getting. Now this right here, I'm excited but nervous about, and I can't even get it open. This has turmeric and clove, but it's also got bergamot, and citrus can be hit or miss for me on my face. I can have a little bit of irritation to citrus, specifically bergamot, which is a type of citrus, but some things I can get away with and others I can't. For instance, this is from Glow Recipe. This has citrus in it. My skin has been loving this. They did make this for sensitive skin, but the cloudberry my skin is fine, but bergamot does tend to screw me over, so I'm definitely patch testing this first. Now, other than the citrus and the clove in here, and the turmeric, this also has peptides in it, and we know that peptides can be beneficial for hair regrowth. So again, I will be trying this and I will be patch testing first.
I've just heard so much about it.
Has anyone else gotten the ads? Do you like it?
Do you not?
We're going to see how it goes. But the big kahuna are these two. I didn't try Minoxidil or Rogaine for quite a while because I wasn't sure if it was cruelty-free, but confirmed that it was. And again, this is what the medical study showed. This is what the guy on TikTok did. Microneedling plus Rogaine/Minoxidil. Minoxidil is the generic brand name ingredient, and then Rogaine is the brand name, right? Well, they have a women's and a men's. The men's is more powerful and it costs less, and if you look at any doctor in derm, they're going to tell if they're worth their weight in salt to get the less expensive one. So this is what I'm getting, and Rogaine/Minoxidil does stop working when you stop using it, so be aware of that, but this is an easy-to-use, unscented foam that I'm going to use to try to regrow my hair. I am going to do it with this. Now again, should you microneedle your scalp at home? No, they don't even say that you should. This is from the brand Queer, that's me, Cure Microinfusion. I'll explain why this one instead of others, but really it was Doctorly. If you ever watched Dr. Manshaw, he's amazing. He's on TikTok as well as YouTube with Dr. Maxfield. His beard just looks so good. He is excellent, he is intelligent, and he's used a lot of their stuff, and this is one that he actually recommends. Now here's the thing about this is that it comes with this serum. Again, I'm not totally sold on it, but we'll see, and the actual microneedles of this are very, very tiny, so it's hard to do a lot of damage. One thing we spoke about when talking about the guy who regrew his hair was that he had shorter hair, and he probably wouldn't break off the hair and cause it to fall out. One of my concerns is if I do this on my scalp, will I be causing hair breakage, and will my hair fall out even more? You know what I'm saying? So I hope that won't be the case. And again, not all microneedling has a stamping action. This stamping is more similar to what we do in clinic with Secret by Cynosure. It's like a stamp motion. Never use the rollers. They basically create these large damage to the top of the skin, and they don't even get as deep. Awful. So out of all of the terrible tragedies, this one is probably better than others. It's also got a gold tip. Some people can be allergic to gold. So again, I'm not recommending this. I'm just telling you honestly what I'm doing, and Dr. Lee's beard, Dr. Shaw's beard looks good. He and I used to do calls and question and answers with other people to help them with their skincare, and he's always been a fan of medical microneedling, but he's always liked it at home. I can't recommend that, not really for me just because of the dangers, but as someone who is licensed, who does this professionally, have done microneedling and PRP, so many different things, I know how to use this at home. I know the risks that I'm putting myself into, and again, it's even debating, do I tell people this? Do I share this with others? I feel like I can share it with you, but then some people extrapolate it or they take it to the next level, but I also wanted to be honest. I'm at a low point. I'm at a point. This is what I'm doing. It's got pointy things and putting them in my scalp. Okay, this is what I'm doing, and I do plan to do this along with the Minoxidil, kind of following what the studies have done. Now, will the Vegamour serum be helping? I don't know. Will it make it better? And I don't know which one it is, and I'm oh, I don't know which one made the results. Maybe, but I'm desperate. Okay, this is what I'm doing. But I am not done because we have to talk about supplementation and the fact that, yeah, I'm not only putting needles in my scalp, but I'm also going to shove them in my arm. I am getting regular blood work done. I basically want to make sure that my vitamin D and my thyroid hormone and my iron levels and my ferritin, which is related to iron and anemia, I want to make sure they're all good. You know, if your nutrition isn't good, your body doesn't spend time creating new hair, new skin with the same ferociousness that it normally would. And normally this isn't an issue, and for me my vitamin D and my iron have been fine. I've been monitoring them for, again, 3 years since I started losing hair, but I will say the last 6 months, maybe a little more now, they've just been so rough, and my cortisol is definitely through the roof, and chronic cortisol, not the good stress hormones, the good cortisol, the chronic cortisol. So, I am taking supplements. This is one that I just take every day. It's ritual. It kind of is minty. It still gives me fish breath even though it's vegan, so just be aware of that, but this has vitamin D in it. So I take this, or on days that I don't take this, I have a vitamin B12 and iron supplement that I take. But this is what I am most excited about. This is Nutrafol's vegan line, and the doctors and derms, specifically the derm that I work with, absolutely loves this, and this is their vegan line. And with Nutrafol, I love that they're super upfront about what to expect and about how long it takes. This takes months, and so I got a 6-month pack. Okay, but these are easy to swallow. You just take them once a day, and these are vegan. They do have ones that are not vegan, which I can't recommend, but whenever I see like Dr. Idris or other people online, they're constantly talking about why they recommend this, and there's a lot of supplements that are not regulated. Like the supplement industry as a whole is not regulated, right? It's not guaranteed by the FDA. It doesn't go through the same medical studies and rigorous approvals that you need to do for a medication, but out of all of the supplements out there, doctors and derms continuously say this one has the best evidence, and this one anecdotally works for a lot of their patients. So this is the vegan one. I'm happy that they have a vegan one because I always heard of their fish-based one. I was like, yeah, I can't. So this is what I'm doing. This has vitamin A as beta-carotene. Currently, there's also this guy. I have actually been using this. This is phenomenal. This is my shower doohickey. This feels so good. This is basically it's a tiny little tap dancing chinchilla on your head, and it's so good. It's so good. Oh my God. I can't even concentrate with this. And this is a scalp massager. So, do I want to go in and get professional scalp treatments? Of course. Do I want to pay the money to get professional scalp treatments?
No.
Do I want to be bombarded by the iPad with like, do you want to tip 20, 50, or 100%? No, I don't. I want to tip you normally if the service was good, and I want to do it after service, not before. America is tipping culture. If you don't live in America, do you know what I'm talking about? American like anybody, do you know what I'm talking about? Anyways, I hope to go in for professional scalp massages, but if I can't, this is one of the best scalp massages that I can do at home. It is waterproof. Again, people on Amazon post their cats loving this. It's under $20. It has like a little recharger station, so I just keep this by my bed. It's from the brand Conair, Confire. I love this. If you're limited on budget and you just want something that feels good and can help with overall scalp health, this is the best bang for your buck. So good. So good, so simple, but so amazing. I love this, but I'm doing this too. And I feel like once I post this, I feel like a lot of people are going to comment and say like, oh, have you tried this? Or what do you think of that? I actually would really love it if you said something like that. Like, is there something that I'm trying to think of what else I'm going to be using? Again, retinoids. The Lin Moon Spa. I'm probably forgetting something that I have like purchased and it's like in the mail on the way to me, but I'm at this point where I'm ready to try everything. And if you have a suggestion, as long as it's vegan and cruelty-free, I will buy it and try it and see, whether or not it works. I will add it to my repertoire of things I'm trying for my hair loss because this has been going on for 3 years. And I think that this awful catalyst of things that have happened to me this year has really been like a trigger for me to realize how I need to take care of myself. And like it's just kind of pushed me over the edge. See, look, I'm grabbing my neck, which is a soothing thing, but I also get like severe neck and stomach pain. There's something, I don't think they use this term anymore, but there's something that I used to learn about that I think I'm experiencing. It's called psychogenic pain, and it's physical crippling pain that is triggered by emotional thoughts or experiences. And for a long time, I was like, I didn't realize that this could be triggered by the emotions, but the body can have real physical pain from things that are happening inside your head. And for a while I was like, wait, is this real? Is it not? Oh, the pain is very real. The vomiting is very real. Try to do different therapies if I can. Try to work through my cognitive behavioral therapy if I can. Try to work on things. Maybe it doesn't have to be this chronic crippling pain, stomach upset, tense shoulders, pounding headaches, sleepless nights, all these things. And even if I cry, and even if I'm an upset sad, maybe there's things that can take my mind off of it or make it feel a little bit better, right? That's what I'm telling myself. I broke a lot of my own skincare rules, and then there's guilt surrounding that, but I'd rather be transparent and upfront with you about what I'm doing, and if I do or don't see results. And again, All of this is subjective to my experience. But yeah, I'm going to microneedle my scalp. I'm going to document the entire thing. I haven't actually done this on my scalp yet because I think I'm procrastinating. I think I'm nervous. I don't want to set up a bad example too. I think that matters to me. And I know that you shouldn't take everything I do as gospel, right? Please don't. Not for me, not for anyone else, but I know that there are people that I used to look up to, and I would try things that aren't necessarily good just because, it seemed enticing or intrusive thoughts were do it, do it. So I don't know, I just want to be upfront, and I don't want to lose any more of my hair, and I'd like to not only grow it back, but get it to a point where it's even more long and luscious than it's ever been. Am I dumb? Is this a terrible idea?
Please let me know.
I am desperate, sad, lonely, but I'm trying to see lonely as a positive. I mean, I'm not the worst I've ever been. I've been worse, but it's not always fun to be in spots, and if this is what distracts me, keeps me motivated, then you know what? I'm going to be using my hair helmet and microneedling my scalp. If you want to know,